Now to today's focus, and imagine the country you live in being hit by less and less fertile soil, making crop growing increasingly difficult. Well, it's the problem in Tunisia, where 75% of the earth is being hit by desertification. Now, to help try to tackle the problem, the French President Emmanuel Macron has Sarah Toumi on his team of his Committee for Africa. The young Franco-Tunisian has been fighting for years to revegetate her paternal country and revitalise the Tunisian soil. As Karim Yong and Ivana Skatola report, her initiative at last gaining some traction.
It looks a little like Cannes Festival, but Sarah Toumi has come to this award ceremony in Amman, Jordan, to receive a prize for her commitment to the environment and for her efforts towards sustainable development in Tunisia.
We plan to plant 1 million trees by the end of 2018. This prize has encouraged me to persevere and to succeed.
For some years now, planting trees has been Sarah's main focus. But the story began far away from the glitz and glamour seen at this festival. It all started in 2012 in Bir Salah, East Tunisia, with the death of Sarah's father. From then on, she decided to tackle a local problem head-on. The earth in the region was becoming less and less fertile. Sarah started the charity Dream in Tunisia, which planted acacias to refertilise the soil. To do that, Sarah enlisted the help of local women in Bir Salah, despite some opposition in this more conservative part of Tunisia.
Women plant trees on their land, trees which are well adapted to the climate, such as locust trees to start off with, and then fruit trees and vegetables like moringa. After, we put distribution networks in place so that women can sell the products they've grown.
The young entrepreneur fights for the environment, but she also wants to help women in the area to escape the strict bonds of tradition and help give them some autonomy. Naziha is one of them.
With this work, we gain a little independence. Only about 5%, though. With this work, each woman can think for herself, what she'll plant, how she'll sell it. Thanks to this, she can have some financial resources of her own. It's not like before, when only the men worked.
But Sarah Toumi is now thinking on a bigger scale. What started out as a project specifically for the area she grew up in has now become a challenge on a national level. 75% of the land in Tunisia is threatened by desertification. Villages are slowly disappearing under the sand. A few hundred kilometres from Bir Salah, children hurtle down sand dunes laughing, unaware of the threat of the expanding desert. Sarah and her team came to the oasis of Fatnasa Kabylie to share their expertise.
20 years ago, we used to say that Tunisia was green. Today, from Zangwen in the north to Tozeur in the east, the land is dry or semi-dry, even completely arid in some places. Today, 95% of Tunisian soil is infertile.
Despite this threat, farmers have other priorities, namely selling their produce. Sometimes it is difficult to convince them that the environment and their personal interests go hand in hand.
In these remote areas, it's complicated to come and tell a farmer to stop doing something and to do it another way. But over time, we gain their trust. We go to see them often. We talk to them.
Gradually, their trust was gained, a trust which has now led to the opening of a compost workshop.
We brought in a grinder from the agriculture office in Kabir to grind the plant waste from palm trees. From that, we can make compost by mixing organic matter with plant matter. Farmers in the Fatnasa oasis are here to learn how to make it, so they can enrich their land.
Grinding waste to make compost, building hedges to protect the oasis. It's all good for the oasis, and it's good for farmers.
Sarah is fighting the environment from the farmer side of things, but the cities, especially the capital Tunis, shouldn't be forgotten. She came to take part in celebrations for the Day of the Tree, in the hope that the Minister for the Environment and the Minister for Women would be there, but neither made the trip.
Obviously, there are some disheartening moments, but there are also lots of hopeful ones too. Like when I see all the people I work with planting and harvesting and making money. I think to myself, we can't give up now.
This young Franco-Tunisian understands how to change people's mentalities. At her headquarters in Tunis, she shows us a mobile app she's created that will give young people the incentive to plant trees.
We needed to reach out to all Tunisians, and digital platforms are a good way to reach young people in the cities, especially, who are part of our target population. Making farmers aware is good, but what we want is a change in society. So for that, we have to get the message out to everyone.
Our journey finishes much where it started off, in Bir Salah. It's here where Sarah first started her initiative. At Dream in Tunisia, children whose mothers are working in the fields can come here to learn and play for free. With her app, Sarah Toumi wants to plant the seed in the minds of young Tunisians of the need to revegetate their country, so that it can earn back its former nickname, Tunis El Khadra, or Green Tunisia.
Karim Yayawi and Ivana Scatola there reporting for today's Focus. That's the news for now. More coming up very shortly. Do stay with us.